3 years, 3 separate summers what was supposed to take one, hiking North America's wildest thru hike, the Great Divide Trail. In July 2022, I decided to do it again, quit my job and commit to a thru hike. The mountains, where I feel most at home and comfortable, and where the elements challenge me daily, were beckoning. With the Great Divide Trail on my doorstep, and travel around the world difficult during the pandemic, it was the obvious choice despite its remoteness and difficulty. After announcing my plan on social media, another aspiring GDT thru hiker reached out, Chris Robinson, an Ontario construction scheduler who had never hiked before in the Rockies. Together we planned everything: permits, food drops, kilometers, in one massive spreadsheet. We started in Waterton in July and completed Section A, but 2022 wasn't my year. On day 5, I rolled and injured my ankle. Thinking it was minor, I pushed through the pain for another week. But by day 13, I couldn't continue and ended my hike. Chris carried on to Jasper, becoming a favorite amongst hikers for his optimism, despite losing his companion and facing the trail alone. That winter, the trail stayed on my mind, a challenge still waiting. I began planning to complete sections where I could and shared the idea with Chris, who wanted to finish his missing sections north of Jasper. That summer, I filled in parts of Section E to complete it with other hikers, including the old way to Floe Lake and the highest point on the Great Divide Trail. That September of 2023, Chris joined me to finish his thru hike, Sections F and G, the wildest stretch running from Jasper to Floe Lake, 330 kilometers, no support except a single food drop from a friend. Through tough autumn weather, we pushed on and reached Jasper, where Chris completed the trail. That brings us to 2024, the year I would finally finish. That summer we were evacuated from Jasper as wildfire tore through the town, destroying 30% of its buildings. My home barely survived. Forced out, I returned to the other place that I felt like home, the trail. I completed Section D through the stunning Howes River Valley, surrounded by glaciers while battling rivers and burnt forests. A few days later, I met Chris again, back for his 3rd summer on the GDT. I only had the end of Section B and the beginning of Section C left, and Chris happily agreed to repeat the stretch. Logistics were the first challenge. We dropped off our resupply at Bolton Creek, then drove hundreds of kilometers to the Floe Lake trailhead. From there, we hitchhiked back to Highway 40 and headed into the wilds of Kananaskis, planning to eventually end up at the exact spot where I ended my 2022 thru hike. All right, hitch number 3 successful, probably the shortest one so far. We got up to the pass, maybe 10 more kilometers, and now we're looking for the 4th hitch of the day. Got, I think, another about 75 kilometers on the road we need to do. No way. Hitch number 5.
I didn't either. Oh well. It's like just slightly too short.
Alrighty, so we had an amazing evening at the stunning middle of the road nowhere campground, where no vehicles came by in the night. There was no sign of life anywhere, and the creek is way down there. 0 to 10, not a good campsite, but it was flat, so 1 out of 10. Talk to you guys later. idea. We got the tripod with his phone there. We're watching Bad Boys. Photo. Alright. Bluetooth speaker down here. Whiskey. Good time. Alright, so we're just waking up here and getting our morning going at the Soda Creek exit off the GDT. It's a big RV park along the Kananaskis, old Old Man River Road. That's where I came out in 2022 after my hike that year ended. So yeah, quick, today is about 500 meters up along 4K, which is a good climb this morning, so we'll do a little bit of sweating, and then we'll only got 12K to camp after that. All right, we're within sight of the GDT, about a kilometer. It runs right along there, and we're going right over there, I think. Said I'd be back here one day. Fuck yeah. Beautiful day. GDT that way. Well, campground off to the right there. This is where Isis was on the GDT. She came up here with us and went over here to the campground. I haven't seen very many of those. And Memory Lake. We camped over there last time. We were here in May, so there's still some snow around the outside. And Chris was here 2 years ago. Camp's over on the right, right?
Yeah.
Cool. We filled up on water so we don't have to use the water from the lake because that's not the best. There's the Galena Mine. High Rock Campground. Oh, probably room. You could obviously fit a bunch of tents in here, but clearly 4 to 5. Doesn't look too slopey, so should be good. Campfire, bench to sit up. All the tents are set now. Food's being put away. A little cold tonight, so we'll see how long we last. All right, it's about 8:20. Heading out for the morning. Got 19 today. 3 major spots will be a spring at about 5 kilometers. Then we have our Lost Creek campground at 11. We'll take our lunch there, and then 8 more to Cataract Creek campground. So 19 total today. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Chris, we ran into some bears this morning.
Yeah, I just doubled the grizzly bears I've seen on the GDT, so I went from 3 to 6. Walking down the trail in front of James, and just maybe 75 feet up in front of me, saw these kind of brown and almost white figures. They start running away from me. James heard the sounds and yelled out, "Chris, grizzly bears." I knew it by that point already, but they were heading away from me, so I just backed up the trail towards James. So
just walked out to this view. That's nice. Wow. Bridge at Lost Creek campground. Lost Creek campsite. Got the table, several logs to sit on, and then the chairs as well. They're getting into rough shape, but they're still serviceable for sure. Need to wrangle up any cattle. Lots of wood there, axe, head torch. I'm not sure if it can turn on or not at this point anymore. Pulleys, can openers. Yeah, fairly large amount of places to sleep as well. Tons of wood. Great little campsite. Just heading up to the summit. Just heading down to Cataract Creek here. Another couple 100 meters to go. You can see the creek down there. Alrighty, you hear that? That's the sound of thunder. So we were sitting here. I was just eating dinner. Chris was just about to start his dinner. And we had thunder. So we ripped and put everything away. Nothing coming out at the moment. So I think we're just going to be ready to dive in. Look at the midges. I don't know if they come up on camera. But yeah, they sort of were bothering us a bit up at the descent coming down into here, and now they've traversed their way here. Anyways, we probably have moments where to dive in the tent. It's not even 6 o'clock yet. Yeah, today was 19K. Both feeling pretty good. I twinged my knee a little bit, but it seems to be all right. And then tomorrow was 15, but a fair amount of ascent. Anyways, should be a good day tomorrow. If there's an update for later, I'll let you know. If not, just being here, listening to the music of the raindrops coming down. Talk to you later, folks. Alrighty, after about 13 hours in the tents, got up, had breakfast, cleaned up the campsite, and on our way up and over first of 3 hills today. Safety cabin. I need safety. Ooh, a wide trail for a while.
Room for activity.
Yay! Did we just become best friends? Beautiful September morning. Had a great break for the last hour and a half or so. Area right in front of the camp here. We just got all of our stuff, dry things off. It's probably gonna be a bit of a hotter day than we expected in middle of September, but that's great. Happy for the great fall weather we've been having. Time to take off up a hill, down a hill, and up a hill. Only 9K left to do. It's about 12:30 right now. Time to fill up some water. This is my dirty bottle. This goes into the creek. And I'll attach my filter to this after and transfer over to my clean bottle. So that's how I make sure that the water I'm drinking is as safe as possible out here. Definitely when we're in the Rockies, higher elevations than this when there isn't. This is rather low. And there could be, animal feces here. So I'm gonna filter this stuff here. This afternoon, just waiting it out a little bit. Should pass it all. Just emerged out of the trees into the alpine. I think we go up over this next little rise and pop down at the camp. All right, just cresting here. Cresting the climb where we're gonna go camp at 350 meters, but cresting nonetheless. Here's my view. It's going down that wooded area ahead of us. Getting here early, but that's gonna be storm clouds, so hopefully get a little bit of sun in camp. Alrighty, here at Upper Barrel. I guess it's just down here actually. Trail continues over that way. Alright, so I got rain clouds coming in, so I'm going to pitch immediately. Alrighty, so you can sort of see through Chris's tent, his setup in there. He's got a unique setup this year where he's just taken a tarp. How big is your tarp, Chris?
I think it's 11 feet in total.
11 feet in length?
Yeah, in length.
And then 8 feet across? 7 feet across?
Yeah, 7 feet. Depends
there you go.
How high you want to have
and
it.
he can pitch it high or lower depending on the weather, or he wants a little bit more headspace. And yeah, nice flexible option. We're here at Upper Barrel Creek. We got a campfire there, which I doubt we'll get to. We have Christopher, and you're watching our camp here. It's got our 2 camp chairs, Chris's, and then my Durston over there. It's actually performed really well. I had to reposition it a few times just to make sure I got in the flat zone. And just how big of a footprint it actually is, because it is a 2-person tent. So in all the kerfuffle of leaving, we only brought 1 propane with us, and this one is that to be split between the 2 of us, and we're on the second to last day of this section, so hopefully it makes it through. We can have all of our food. Good morning from Upper Barrel Creek Campground. Pretty much packed up here. We'll be heading out in a few minutes. We got 2 kilometers with 200 meters of up before we get our early morning break with cell phones, because that's where we get some Rogers LTE. One of only 2 spots on this trip where we'll be wired into the World Wide Web. So we'll do a couple updates and talk to some people, but heading down off of Fording Pass. There's apparently some gorgeous views, and down a road for the rest of the day. One of the bigger days on trails, 31.4, but a lot of road walking after this morning's climb. So looking forward to getting the day going. Not even up at the top of Fording Pass yet. Just getting blasted by wind. Whew. It's okay. Not much elevation. Beautiful, beautiful place to be. It's still 10 o'clock in the morning as we come up over the pass. And this mountain's gonna block the sun from us, which is our only real sense of warmth right now. But that's okay. We'll be through it quick and onto the sun on the other side soon. Yeah. There's a whole new set of mountains.
trail's washed out, so we're just walking down the creek as best we can. Try and get out of it, but just easier. Alright, now a very long and dusty, undulating roadwalk. There's the campground over there. Came along the road, and is going to take Chris to the next trailhead or the camp. Trent right here. Thanks, Trent. There you go. So he's gonna go up to the campground, which is about 16K or so from here. Took my bag. I've got oh, bear spray, bear spray, bear spray. Hey, I need my bear spray. Guess I'm walking without my bear spray. That's fine. Well, probably not the best, but sounds like something I haven't done before. Just walking along the road, I just had some sight lines, so that's funny, I got that on video. But yeah, super easy walking, so. Got my water bottle, got a filter, got my Garmin, in case I run into trouble. So, there we go, and my hiking poles. Something up there, see if I can see what it is. Oh, horses, wild horses. I didn't know that. This makes up with the Trans-Canada Trail that I was hiking along the KVR just a few weeks ago. A larger group of wild horses walking towards me now, so if it's a big herd of them like that, I may just step off the side and let them pass. We'll see in a few minutes what they do when I get there. Hey guys! I think the black one want to come say hi to me. Alright, that's most of them. Looks like they are branded for some ranch here. Come on, sweetie pie, you go by. After you.
So gone to camp about 5:30 last night. Chris has been waiting for me here for about 3 hours or so. We had a nice relaxing evening. These folks came in, very wonderful folks. They were hunting. They turned the generator on for a couple hours that they told us to, but they turned it off by like 8:15, 8:30, which is great. So we were able to sleep. Got some rain last night and some this morning, but it stopped. We're supposed to be good for until maybe this afternoon a little bit. So heading into Bolton Creek today. Resupply, hopefully hot showers, and electricity. Did get a chance to get my tent down. Now it's pouring and hailing. Thank goodness we got this tree here to hide under. Alright, so we got 24K to do in the snow and the rain. We go over the Elk Pass trailhead up to 1900 meters. We're going through some snow, so maybe we'll get some shots of that for us. But yeah, we're looking up right now at about 1700 meters of snow already. So, but the rain is slowing down. Hopefully to stay reasonably dry here.
Hiking for just over an hour. You can see there's snow up in the mountains. The rain has pretty much stopped till we've gone to the next campsite along the road, which is Tober Maury Recreation Site. So